In the annals of World War II, few exploits match the audacity of the Doolittle Raid, America's first retaliatory strike against Japan. Join me as we delve into this audacious mission. Their mission: deliver a payload of bombs to targets in and around Tokyo, a symbolic strike to show the world that even in the darkest hour, America was still capable of striking back. But this wasn't just a bombing run. It was a meticulously planned operation shrouded in secrecy and innovation. The route was meticulously planned to ensure the bombers would be in and out of Japanese airspace. Before fighter cover was even airborne, the target, civilian areas, not military installations. The goal was to terrorize the Japanese people, to shake their confidence in their nation's strength and security. It was a dangerous mission, a high-stakes gamble, and when the task force was spotted 650 nautical miles from Japan, 200 miles farther than planned, the Japanese patrol boats began sending out warning signals. But Doolittle was undeterred. He ordered an immediate launch. Despite near-gale conditions, the 16 B-25s took off. They flew low as 200 feet, dodging anti-aircraft fire and racing toward Tokyo. At noon, they dropped their bombs. Factories, docks, and a steel mill were hit. But the bombs, though symbolic, did little physical damage. Only 50 Japanese deaths were recorded. What the raid lacked in physical destruction, it made up for in strategic importance. Of the 16 planes, 15 were forced to ditch or crash land due to fuel exhaustion. 8 raiders were captured by the Japanese, 3 were executed, 1 died in captivity, and 5 managed to escape. 1 plane made it to Vladivostok where the crew was interned by the Soviets. The rest, aided by Chinese civilians and guerrillas, escaped to safety. The raid had profound consequences. For the US, it was a morale booster. Newspapers hailed it as a triumph. President Roosevelt quipped that the bombers came from Shangri-La, cementing the raid's mythic status. All raiders received the Distinguished Flying Cross. Doolittle was promoted to Brigadier General. For Japan, the raid was a humiliation. Japanese fighter units were recalled from the Pacific to defend the homeland. They responded with the Jeongeon campaign, a brutal retaliatory campaign that killed an estimated 250,000 Chinese civilians. This became a major war crime at the Tokyo trials. And finally, for China, it was a tragedy. The raid had been a gamble, a desperate attempt to salvage something from the wreckage of Pearl Harbor. It worked, but the cost in lives and the trail of destruction left behind serve as a grim reminder of the true cost of war. The Doolittle Raid is a story of valor, of strategic brilliance, and of the human cost of war. It is a tale that deserves to be remembered. As co-pilot Richard Cole once said, "We didn't win the war that day, but we turned the tide."